technology is being a cunty cunt. That being said, I'm gonna see if this is even going to be, because technology is being such a cunt. Technically, this is our third meeting of today, but I deleted the other one because it literally was 30 seconds. Don't usually delete content, but it was literally 30 seconds. So, hello motherfuckers, and welcome to my Club of Kottontale. Have you read the title? You should read the title. This title is Mooiisstt Motherfucker, and way better than the last one, which is crazy because our first one was fucking phenomenal, because I want people to come chill and toke with me, which we didn't even get to finish our first medicine of our Club Kottontale meeting before Technologies was like, you know, all up on the shiz. So, hopefully we get the ness, but I don't know, like, technology really is a cunt and will do what it wants, when it wants, however the fuck it wants to. So, hello motherfuckers, and welcome to my Club of Kottontales, a place for me to simply be 100% me and help myself mentally and physically. If you've noticed the title, it's phenomenal indeed. Just simply be, I'm moist. You're mad. It's Saturday. It is Saturday. It is still morning for me for another 20 minutes, so good motherfucking morning from me to you, but good afternoon and good evening to all of the fluffy cocktails around the world. Hopefully, technology stops being a cunt and we can actually get to have our meeting the way we want. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be here in my room, sad, probably like cry a bunch, probably eat a shit ton of sweets that I shouldn't eat. You know what I mean? Like, Club Kottontale is going to make it to where I am leaps and bounds not lonely, because even though I don't get people to really come talk with me, like Georgia is there a little bit, like she's one of the people that tends to come talk to me, like we have some people that come and chat with us from time to time, but you know, Club Kottontale just exists for me to talk to me, myself, and I, and anyone that happens to come on by, to get my thoughts and feelings out. But even when there's no one here, it just feels less lonely than me just chilling in my bedroom by myself. Hopefully we still, like, if you tuned into our first meeting of the day, I've been mentioning that hopefully this sunshine actually stays, so then I can go to the park for a while and just get away from the house. Apparently, speaking my truth and living moistly makes people mad, so it is what it is, right? Like, I'm following the rules, the laws, and the regulations that I'm supposed to, and being a kind, loving human being to anyone, even the people who treat me like a motherfucker. And, you know, life is hard, and then people make it complicated. It's so fucked up. Alright, getting the content spread. Hopefully get to have it, because, like, our last meeting was actually, like, an hour or something like that. It actually was a really good meeting. We had like 3 opinions, you know what I mean? Shit, it was a good motherfucking meeting. So, for what it was mainly just me talking to myself and then a little bit of Georgia, which she's busy, so I'm even surprised that she popped in for the little bit that she did. Oh, today's little Miss G's birthday. That's awesome. Ugh, I hate how much anxiety cum spills give me. Whenever technology crashes on itself, that's what I like to call a cum spill. It gives me such horrible anxiety. And throughout the years of it happening, I've built up mindfulness to it, but it still just like affects me, especially if I have someone being mean to me in real life, which I did. So I had like a person being mean to me, and then technology decided to shit on me. I'm just like, really? Like, I honestly just felt like raging, but I've been really working on my mindfulness to, like, my anger management was so phenomenal when I first met my ex. And then throughout the years of just like wearing down on my patience and everything, like, it's fucked up, you know. I'm having to rebuild it all back up at a time where they're still trying to beat me down, so it's like it's an interesting realm. My life. Oh man, I really wish that I had someone to hang out with. Ugh, don't cry. Don't cry. I will slap you so fucking hard. Don't cry. I don't want to take the headset off. I don't want to wipe your fucking eyes. Ow! I'll be nicer. Don't want to wipe the tears though. You know, we don't want to. We don't want to. Oh, yeah. Thanks, brains. I appreciate it. Whoa, David Spade looks like... David Spade looks like the plug. Like, straight up looks like someone that would be selling black market marijuanas. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I decided to do the lip. I love doing my makeup. I just don't do it very often because I have to be in the mood. And like today I was in the mood to do my lips. I love just doing, like, the only thing that I am wearing on my face that's makeup wise, because obviously I have glasses and nose ring, and I'm technically, does the neck fall in like a facial region? Anyways, other than the accessories, my lipstick, my liquid lipstick, it's called Oh Put It On Me. It's a NYX, NYX, however you want to pronounce it. I love the colors, but to be honest, it's one of those ones. Wow. Damn, I got some nice shaped lips. I didn't even pucker. I literally just, like, touched my face. Those are, like, some straight up, like, perfect lips. Oh my god. I might leave that on my hand. Look at that. It's, like, in real life, I can see the lines of my lips, so it's just like, dude, if I would have puckered it a little bit, I bet you it'd be like the perfect little, like, lipstick, like a lipstick tattoo. That's so dope. Anyways, oh, also you can kind of see how it's purple. So it's a plum, like eggplant, like a deep eggplant color, but it looks black. I love no makeup with a dark lip. I live for it, but I want to get a dark lip that dries like my Ola Neon. Like, I have some liquid lipsticks that just dry completely, and they don't... I've never tried a setting spray. I wonder if I was to put a setting spray, or even try JoJo Siwa, she puts setting powder on top of her lips. It does cause it to change in color a little bit, but it worked. But I don't like when it transfers, although I am kind of living for the cute little lips, like, oh, please, universe and technology, don't come on this one. I have my, like, I have such irrational anxieties that my brain is pretty sure that it's an 80s doll fucking with us, but, like, it's probably just coincidental. Like, I don't know. Oh, I won't cry. Oh my god. I, like, want to cry so bad. I do. I'm not going to, though, because one, we're not going to fucking cry. I will slap the fuck out of you. People will think and worry about your general concern, because that happens a lot. The first time I ever did it at a party, because that's just it, is like, some people, like, here on my channel, they don't realize that I'm just being me. But I have friends, like, I had this one person that popped and they're like, whoa, you still slap yourself? I'm like, well, yeah, sometimes I need to just, like, put myself in order. They're like, fuck. Because, like, the first time they saw me do that at a party, they're like, are you okay? I'm like, I am now. They're like, what was that? And all I told them at that time was that my brain was noisy. That's all I said, was my brain was noisy. And they just kind of like, okay, shrugged it off, because I'm that weird friend. Like, that's one thing, is that because I have a mood disorder, like, I can hide parts of myself, or at least I tried to when I was younger, but I couldn't fully hide who I was. And, I, like, the number one thing that I would always hear about myself, they're like, oh, that's just Amber, she's just a little bit weird. But she's really loving and caring and fun. Like, and it's like, that was at a time where, they didn't know, like, people who deal with severe mental disorders, they keep it to themselves because they're scared of it themselves. And what makes it even worse is because you can be confident and building confidence in yourself, and then you allow it to be yourself, and then people bully you for it. And if you're still kind of like learning who you are and you're not really secure in who you are yet, it really beats you down. And that's what I experienced a lot in my teens and into my early 20s. I'm super glad of when it happens to me now. You know what I mean? Because I am so much more stronger than I was then. Um, and there's always going to be someone who wants to bring you down in life and just doesn't understand what you do. But I'm a very firm believer that if you're following rules, laws, and regulations that are put out in front of you, and you're not hurting people, like, do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? But most people want their cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? Most people think that they should be able to treat people however they want to treat them and not be kind. Like, kindness is something that everyone deserves. And I get, like, I have a lot of people, like, they literally tell me, like, Amber, you need to stop. Like, that person they're not being nice to you. And I'm like, well, but that still doesn't mean that they don't deserve kindness. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stick to that because I've met a lot of people, mainly here in Club Cottontale, but even in IRL, in real life, that I essentially just kill them with kindness or something like that. It's like how some people look at it, but I just, being myself, I'm just being myself, just being kind. That's like what life is fucking hard. Like, why do I want to make it more difficult for someone else? You know what I mean? And I've met people who are trying to make my life hard, and I just continue to be myself. And, like, I've had a few of them even go, like, why did you still just be nice to me? And I'm like, because I wanted to. I'm like, why were you being mean? Because they wanted to. You know what I mean? It always comes down that you do it because you want to do it. So I'm gonna do, like, if people can hate, like, why can't I love? You know what I mean? Like, if people can spout perpetual hate, I'm gonna do my best to do the perpetual love. And it can be really difficult because I do have some fucking Ambers up here that really just, they cheer on when things are happening in my real life. And if I'm in a place, like, obviously today is a mental high day, which, yay, I need it because, like, my chest hurts, I feel like crying. I'm not gonna cry. I feel like crying. I didn't say I was gonna cry. See, you can tell we don't even have any in the tear ducts right now. God, they are so ready to slap me. It's like part of me just wants to slap, but part of me doesn't want it to. Which is so funny because I had someone assume that I must like to be slapped sexually. I had one person try it and I decked them in their face. And their argument was, oh, will you do it to yourself? I'm like, so because somebody does something to themselves, that means that someone else can do it? Because that's not how that works. You can't do something unless you have consent to do it. Did we spread the moist content? Fuck, I don't even fucking know. Let's see. Spread the moist content. Let's see. Yep, perfect! Yes! So, our first one was Come Chill and Toke with Me, and then, technically the second one is this one, but technically this is the third one. But I'm moist, you're mad to Saturbae. I love that title so fucking much. It's so relevant because there's so many people in general who are just off-put by me as a person. So, I'm moist, I'm me, and it off-puts them. You're mad. I love it. It makes me think of that song, too. It's funny, apparently it's a 69 song, but I think of Belle Delphine when the song came on because she took his music and put it, like, it's a parody? I don't know how you explain it. Ooh, we got a dick like. Ah, yes. Oh man, see that right there is better. Oh, what up, girl? Thank you, dude. So you can tell by that it's purple, but I love how like organically on the face it looks black, but it is in fact a deep dark like eggplant purple. I got eggplants on my lips. But no, our last meeting had 3 opinions, right? And they were all Cottontail likes. This one has one beautiful opinion, and it is a dick like. Thank you. I love dick just as much as you do. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, that one dick like is more moisture bringing than the 3 likes for Cottontail. Not gonna lie, I just, I prefer an opinion over the other. And oh God, is that, Amber, are you really saying that you like dick more than yourself? Because that's, okay, maybe they're equal. Maybe it's just I enjoy seeing that one, especially because people think of it as like a negative thing. And I'm like, it's an opinion. This is just a person clicking on something and clicking on something again. That's all this is. Because you click on the fucking meeting, and then you click on one of the little arrows. Like, either way, you clickety clacked on this bitch. So, yeah. But no, Jamie, how are you, girl? Hopefully you're well. Welcome to our second meeting of the day. It's still morning for 5 more minutes, so good motherfucking morning from me to everyone else. But of course, good afternoon and good evening. Like for Jelly, it's evening time. Thank you. I love people who give their opinion and seem to think that I'm supposed to care about it. Like, so glad you could join me. There's the door. Let it hit you on the way out. uh, you got, you smell that? Oh, it's the smell of 80s dolls in the morning. I love it because it's still morning time for 4 more minutes. Oh, you smell that? Yeah, yeah. Rainbow hair, Aquanet. Oh, 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 yep. Grimed up, bejeweled belly. Ah, it's an 80s doll and I love it. Oh my gosh. Girl, Jamie, you probably, um, this might interest you. So, fuck, was it Dolls Kills? Could have been Dolls Kills, but it also could have been Hot Topic. They did a troll line, like with accessories and stuff, like cute little earrings, like, because you're around my age, so you grew up with troll dolls being very prominent. Like, I was born in 86, so, like, being, born in the 80s, growing up in the 90s, troll dolls were more prominent in the 80s. That's why I call, 80s dolls, because they're a troll, so I call them an 80s doll. But in the 90s, they were still pretty hopping. Like, I still have one of my little troll dolls. He goes onto a pencil, so I stick something up his little ass. I loved him. I love him so much, especially because, like, he's from the 90s, but he's, like, from early 90s, like, before 95. Um, God damn. I love his little bitch ass. Yep. Wait, what? Third birthday for Fortnite seems like it's gone quick. What are you talking about, Jelly? It literally just started. I mean, like, I don't think people seem to realize that different areas get different things, but it's got 5 days, homie, so I'm not sure. But, you know what? I have already said it once, 1,000 times. I already feel like that Jelly is a bit of an 80s doll. Always has been. I have many of the 80s dolls that I actually will talk to. But, yeah, he's like, third birthday for Fortnite seems like it's gone quick. Like, are you talking about, like, the 3 years? That's what's gone quick? Because that would make more sense. Because I don't understand. Either that's what you mean by, like, the 3 years has gone by quick. I personally don't think it has, but literally the time span of me and Fortnite has been in Club Kottontale, because Club Kottontale is 4 years old. So, yo, I heart you too, Stoneheart. It's true love. Yeah, yeah, it's. I was slut for 80s and 90s dolls. Do you mean like the troll doll? Is that what you mean? I love some of the outfits. They had like a romper that was like neon and it had little troll dolls all over it. It was fucking phenomenal. But it was like the 90s style clothing. It's probably because like it being 2020, the 90s was now 30 years ago, and I feel like every time a decade is about 30 years ago, they kind of bring back the style a bit more. Um, but honestly, I think everyone's just like obsessed with the 90s. I mean, I kind of always used to wish that I would have been older in the 90s. I'm glad that I was the age that I was. But it would have been dope to be a teenager in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, I technically was for a half a month because I turned 13 in 1999. But my birthday's in December. So I was only 13 in 1999 for like 2 weeks. But I still could technically say I was a teenager in the 90s. It's so fun. Oh, technology. You're an interesting slut, but I'm glad today's a mentally high day. But yeah, I think that's what you meant, Jelly. Like, the 3 years in Fortnite has gone by quick. For me, it doesn't feel like it's gone by quick at all, but that's because, like, I don't know, I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I have a 2-year-old, so in that aspect, yeah, no, it still doesn't, like, people always say, like, oh man, like, I can't believe I have a 2-year-old, it's gone by so fast. But when they say that, it's just like, in retrospect, like, wow, it goes by fast. But for me, it definitely feels like it's been just over 2 years since I gave birth to my daughter. You know what I mean? But I think that's also because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been there nearly 100%. You know what I mean? I do a good portion of everything for her. So, for me, definitely feels like it's been 2 years and 3 months. But I now just thought I haven't even looked at the challenges. We should see. Okay, just play 10 matches, dance in front of different birthday cakes, easy. Outlast opponents, okay. Oh, ooh, yes, yes, yes. That's my fave. The gain health or shield from birthday cake. Ooh, so is it like a Slurpee bit where it does both? Ooh. Happy birthday to Fortnite. It's so crazy because I literally started playing September of 2017. Like I started playing like a month or maybe a couple weeks after it started. I just know that I remember watching Rainbow's dad playing it, and I didn't have any interest. And then my interest became very quite large. I feel like we should take it old school. I feel like for the birthday, I should definitely go old school, and I should use some of the other stuff, like the cake pickaxe, and then, because it is the birthday, you might as well use the things that we had gotten on previous birthdays. Oh, it just looks so good with it. Yes, I would eat the fuck out of that cake. Still fucking weird to me that you see how, like, it cut a slice, right? Why is that slice, like, astronomically shorter? And I can see it's, like, missing the top portion. So, like, I can only assume, like, they cut a piece and then decide to take one from the middle. But, like, it still weirds me out because you see how, like, it has the frosting drip, like it's the top, right? But it's clearly, like, set up to where it matches the cake in the middle. Like, it's all sorts of fucked up. Like it should have icing at the bottom. For one, how is that staying on? But it should have icing at the bottom because, see, the colors are lining up. in the middle there. Oh wow, it matches my hair. But then the frosting lines up with the top bit, so it's like half of it is the middle, or half of it is the bottom, and half of it is the top, and I just like it throws me so fucking off. Chocolate cake with sprinkles. All right, good, 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 good. There we go. Nicely cashed out. Get it! Look at her! Oh man, you're not old enough. If you don't like, or you're just not into old school things. Because I've met some people who are like 23 who hella are in some to stuff from the 90s and stuff like that. So can't always use that thing like, oh, if you don't know what this says, like you're not old enough. Like, bro, like people always thought I was older when I was younger because I liked things that were out of my age range. And now no one ever thinks that I am the actual age that I am. So that's fun. Oh, Fortnite. I love how happy you make me. You with Club Cottontale are, in fact, the moist makers. Alright, so I'm going to get another little bolio loaded. So I do live in Washington State, for anyone who doesn't know. Here in Washington State, when you're over the age of 21 like myself, recreational marijuana is 100% legal for you. It just has this nice little cautionary diamond. It says 21 plus on it. Now, whereas I'm old enough and live in a state to purchase it recreationally, my bras, technically it ain't wrong, but me, myself, and I, with my brains, we use it medically. The CBD portion helps me physically, which I have my little vape ski that has more CBD in it, because CBD is a cannabinoid that doesn't get you high, so to speak. So if you have physical pain, that's what it helps with. Now, if you're an individual like myself, and now this isn't for everyone, like, you have to see what works for you. I'm one of those individuals whom I'm able to assist my behavioral disorders and other mental challenges I have with mindfulness, other sort of tools, and marijuana. The THC helps build serotonin that my brain's not building, helps relax me so I can be mindful to make my own serotonin, you know what I mean? I'm one of those people who I never smoke to just smoke. Once I'm medicated and like I can feel, like sometimes I feel myself, I'm just like, whoa, like I'm fucked up, but all I did was smoke. That's how I know that I'm overly medicated, or like the realm of being stoned, high. I like to call it marijuana drunk. You know what I mean? So when I'm marijuana drunk, I don't like to smoke more. Like sometimes I will. Like I'm like, fuck it. Like, hey, I don't have anything to do. Like let's just enjoy ourselves. Like if I'm at a party or something like that. But generally speaking, I don't do that with my medicine because I need it to last and conserve and be there for later times. Like right now, I have so much chest pains about so many different things, none of which we're going to talk about right now. But good motherfucking afternoon. It's officially the afternoon for me. It's 12:08 p.m. here in the beautiful state of Washington. It